Nigga said it was smoking, got hit with that brrr. We catch a op, leave his face on the curb.
Peace, YouTube family. Y'all see what it is. Last shame to God. Yo, if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel. But yo, check it out. Today we gonna get into this video. I got a lot of stuff for y'all. You feel me? Y'all know that Big U was arrested, right? He got arrested on some gang RICO conspiracy charges. And if you don't know what RICO means, that means racketeering and influence corrupt organization. So when the feds hit you with a RICO, it means that you or two more people conspired to get money together or just to do a crime together. That's why they call it a conspiracy. So that's not a good place to be, because with the RICO you could get up to 20 years. So that's not a good space to be in. They arrested Big U, Luce, Cannon, and the dude Brick Baby, all rolling 60 Crips. And they arrested a total of 19 or 21 of them. I think it was 19. Major rolling 60 Crips. They found 45 firearms, and Big U is being accused of murder also. It was a guy that was staying at Big U's house. He was a high school student, and he was a friend of Big U's son. Big U's son is a professional football player. I think he played for the Chargers. Don't quote me on that, but I think he plays for the Chargers. I'm not really a sport fanatic or nothing, but I'm just giving y'all the information on that. And so Big U and Luce Cannon have been arrested. Luce Cannon is being charged with robbery and I think gang conspiracy, but he's being charged with robbery of a weed dispensary and I think maybe extortion. But they say that Big U was extorting a weed dispensary in California and other businesses. They say that he was extorting sports entertainers, basketball players, rappers, and he was making them pay to check in. Y'all know the drill. Allegedly, these are the things Big U's accused of, and Big U's accused of taking a young high school student that used to live in his house, one of his son's alleged friends, and it's alleged by the FBI that Big U took this kid out to the desert in Las Vegas, threw him in a ditch and clapped him in his face, you know, with a revolver or whatever, and left the kid out there for dead. So it's a tragic situation. Condolences to the kid's family, and Big U, you better beat it, because you fucking 58 years old. If you're not, they're gonna wipe your ass out. You know how it go. And I don't wish that on you. But yo, if you was the boogeyman out in Cali and you was making niggas pay and check in and all that, I seen this video where Big U saying, yo, if you want to help me, or if you want to help me out, this is my last video before I go in. Just to me, you sound like a lost man. I know you was trying to keep faith and you was trying to hold on and all that shit and be strong. But yo, boy, in that situation, me, myself personally, I wouldn't have turned my fucking self in, because it's going to be lights out and you turned yourself in. So if it's lights out, you turned yourself in for that shit. But you know how it go. I guess you can't run forever. Maybe you could. But he said, the man, Big U said, they taking me down because I'm a black man and I was helping my community. He said, I didn't do nothing. So this is my to you. If you ain't do nothing, nigga, don't worry about nothing. The feds is wrong, right? They taking you down because you're a black man, right? Because you help the black community, right? So why they don't fucking take the church leaders down? Why they don't take people that's donating money to colleges and shit down? Not just some little nigga from Cali with a football team who's making a couple of $1 million a year working with police. Not that shit. You feel me? Well, moving on. Y'all get in the comments. Tell me what y'all think about that shit. And another thing I want to talk about is this fucking dumbass nigga Kanye West. Kanye West is always doing some weird ass shit. He used to be a pretty decent dude. I really had admiration for him to a certain degree, because he was a producer. I'm a producer. And he was making music. I was making good music. So we had a lot of similarities. He's a genius, I'm a genius. I was fucking with that, you feel me? But the nigga just jumped off the deep end and went on some weird shit ever since his mother got allegedly sacrificed. Now, he be talking about his mother got sacrificed. But when people he said a lot of people come up missing in Hollywood and all this weird shit, right? So when them people come up missing in Hollywood and them people allegedly get sacrificed in Hollywood, who reaps the benefit of them getting sacrificed? Is it some shit like, and I'm not saying this happened, but is it some shit like somebody come to you and be like, you want to get up to the 50 million mark? Well, you got to make this deal with us, and you got to show us you true with us, and you got to sacrifice your mama. You want this 50 million? We'll give you a house in Calabasas. We'll give you some other shit. You can have Kim Kardashian. You can have kids with this little pretty bitch. And you trade mama for that shit. Allegedly, that's how I go. I don't know if he did it, but if it looks like a duck, it walks like a duck, it cracks like a duck, it must be a motherfucking duck. But moving on, Kanye, weird ass. You just was on a motherfucking stage a couple of years ago. Y'all get in the comments, tell me what y'all think about this. Kanye was just on the stage a motherfucking couple of years ago screaming, yo, Jay, call me, man. Call me, Jay. Call me, right? Now he calling this nigga's kids retarded. You feel me? Now ain't that a fucking low blow? You just was telling this nigga, yo, Jay, I know you got killers. Don't kill me, Jay. But call me, Jay. Call me, Jay. You little pussy screaming for that nigga to call you. And now you calling this nigga's kids retarded. Oh, you just some crazy motherfucker. And yo, check it out. Another thing. Y'all get in the comments, tell me what y'all think about about Kanye West calling Jay-Z's son, I think his name's Sire or some shit. Well, calling Jay-Z's son a retarded. And that's kind of fucked up. And I don't mean it like that. Don't fucking give me a strike for that word, YouTube. I just said special needs or whatever. But he's saying that Jay-Z's kids are special needs and that they just made special needs kids. He dissed him and Beyonce. And yo, shout out to all the special needs kids. Y'all, hope y'all get growth and development. You feel me? Another thing I'd like to say about this dude, Kanye West, I'll give you a little bit of respect for this. But you know how it go. You ain't getting that much respect for this because they saying allegedly that Kanye and Diddy, there are allegations that Kanye and Diddy, I did a video on here, go back check my video, I don't remember the name of it. But Kanye and Diddy had this little white chick. She was kind of pretty, nice little body type. She was in the studio. They gave her friend some drinks. Her manager, her friend started feeling all dizzy. Her friend was caught out there. She said they started trying to rip her shirt off. Matter of fact, they did according to the girl, Kanye and Diddy ripped her shirt off, and she had to run from them for her life to get out the studio because they was on some actual predator shit. And that's some real weird shit. But yo, check it out. Kanye and Diddy had a conversation on the phone, you feel me? And Diddy was like, yo, I really appreciate you being there for my kid, bruh. It means a lot to me. He was like, nobody was there for me. Nobody out of all my friends, you the only one who's there for me. Yeah, cause he getting ready to go down with you. He caught up in some bullshit with you. Y'all got a case together, so y'all might as well lock in your co-defendants, right? Or y'all got a civil case where the girl's making sexual allegations against both of y'all. But I think it was somewhat admirable for Kanye West to stand by Diddy's side. That's more than I could say Jay did for him. And look, Jay said, I never was his man. We was just taking pictures together. It looked different to me though, Jay. But maybe you never was his man. You know how Jay-Z be keeping it business, so maybe it's business with everybody. And if Diddy wasn't his man, all y'all niggas that think y'all Jay-Z, man, you better keep your fucking eyes open and your wallet in your front pocket. Cause he been knowing Diddy 30 years and he ain't Diddy's man, right? If you knew the nigga 5 years, he definitely ain't your man. So think about that. He knew Damon Dash for 30 years, rolling with him, getting hundreds of $1 million. He dropped that nigga like he was hot fire. You see what I'm saying? So Jay's in it for the money, and I ain't knocking that cause it's all about that motherfucking money and dollars make sense, right? So there it is. I can't knock with you on that, but there is my take on the Diddy shit and the Kanye shit, the Jay-Z shit. and the Big U and Luce Cannon shit, and added on another note to that shit with Jay-Z. There was a call between Diddy and his son, and Diddy was like, "Did Jay call?" And he's like, "Yo, he ghosting your ass, Dad. He ghosting your ass." So I'm gonna leave that video on that note. If you rock with the channel, keep low. Get in the comments and say ghosting his ass. He ghost him. He said, "Yo, Jay-Z called? Did Jay call?" Nah, he ghost you, Dad. So y'all get in the comments and say ghost him. Ha! Peace. Tap into the channel, keep low. Luce in the God.